Welcome back. I'm back. You're back. Hey, we back. Welcome everyone to this episode on the Ultimate Sports TV, guys. Week 7 in the NFL is about to get underway, everyone, as we kick it all off on Thursday Night Football between the Browns and the Broncos on Thursday Night Football. Before all of that kicks off, I got to get to you my Week 7 NFL game-by-game predictions, everyone. Before I get into all my game predictions, starting with the Thursday Night Football game, I got to make sure I remind you to subscribe to the Ultimate Sports TV, like this video for me, share this video and YouTube channel, then comment down below your bold predictions for Week 7 in the NFL down in the comment section below, everyone. But now let's get into these predictions, of course, starting with Thursday Night Football. I will take the Browns over the Broncos in this one. Now, when we look at these offenses, the Browns are very, very injured right now. Jarvis Landry has a very good chance to play. Baker Mayfield will not play. Nick Chubb will not play. Kareem Hunt will not play. The Browns two left and right tackles, Jack Conklin and Jedrick Wills, are questionable to play. Will OBJ play? Case Keenum will get the start. There's just so many headlines on this Browns offense, and you just get the question, can they move the ball and score successfully? They will have a little hard time in this game doing that, but I do trust Case Keenum because he knows his system like the back of his hand, and he's been coached by Kevin Stefanski before to be able to move the ball well and score points. They will not score points at will in this game. This Broncos defense is pretty good, but I do trust the Browns to move the ball in this game just because I do trust Case Keenum in this Kevin Stefanski offense, and knowing that Odell and Jarvis Landry have a pretty good chance to play, I think that gives the Browns the ability to move the ball when they need to. And Case Keenum is a guy that really can look for his playmakers when he needs them. So, will the Browns offense just surge in this one? Absolutely not. Too many injuries, and they're playing a good defense in the Broncos defense. But what helps them in this game is that I think their defense will make plays in this game. I know they gave up 30 points to the Chargers, 40 points, over 40 points to the Chargers, and over 30 points to the Arizona Cardinals. But when they have played these porous offenses like the Texans, like the Bears, the Browns have actually, and held the Vikings to 7 points. The Browns have actually fared well as a defense. So they'll get a break in this game by playing all these terrific offenses. And I think they'll play particularly well in this game, especially knowing the Broncos offense isn't the best in the league, even with all their starters. So I think the defense is going to come into play a lot for the Browns in this one. And I just trust the Browns offense to make more plays and take advantage of what their defense gives them in this game. I'll take the Browns over the Broncos in this one. I'll take the Patriots over the Jets. This is a fair where I think both offenses who are kind of struggling to really move the ball won't. I think the Patriots offense really gets the upper hand in this one. I just think they have the better offense and are facing a worser defense than theirs. And when I look at it, I think the Patriots offense, also Bill Belichick going up versus a rookie quarterback once again as they're going up versus the Jets, the division rival again this year. I think they'll fare pretty well in this one. So I'll take the Patriots over the Jets. I expect their defense to make more plays just because Bill Belichick is great versus rookie quarterbacks, like I said, and their offense is playing the Jets defense, which hasn't been all that great to start off the year, everyone. I'll take the Patriots over the Jets. I'll take the Ravens over the Bengals, but I think this is going to be a close game. I think both defenses, not the best in the league, but they definitely make some plays. I think it will come down to which defense can make the most plays and be more consistent. And I'm going to take the Ravens defense in this one. I think they have the better pass rush. I think they have the better secondary just by a little bit. And I think they play more consistent. When we saw the Bengals versus Aaron Rodgers, they were able to limit some stuff for Aaron Rodgers, but ultimately he did end up coming up clutch in the end of the game, getting Mason Crosby in field goal position multiple times. So there are some concerns about this Bengals defense, but mainly when we're looking at the offenses, I think this is going to be a shootout just because both offenses are playing so good at this time. But I just don't know if the Bengals have an answer for Lamar Jackson, knowing what type of player he is. And I trust the Ravens defense to make more plays and get the Bengals offense off the field. I'll take the Ravens over the Bengals. I'll take the Titans over the Chiefs. I'm going to go with the upset here. It's a major upset here in the AFC. I do trust the Titans defense to get turnovers, especially versus a Chiefs offense that is really turnover prone to start this year. So look, they were able to do it last week versus probably the best offense in the league in the Bills offense. I think they'll be able to do that again this week versus the Chiefs offense that is really turning over the ball right now. And it helps that the Chiefs defense isn't good either. You're going to be able to control time of possession, keep the Chiefs offense off the field, and score at will, just because the Chiefs defense just isn't good at anything right now. And when you have Derrick Henry on your side, and it allows Ryan Tannehill to make plays, knowing the run game will set up the pass game, but also knowing the pass game will be able to get a little more free in this game, just because they're not playing the best of opponents in this game. I do expect the Titans to win this game. So I'll take the Titans over the Chiefs. Falcons versus Dolphins. I'll take the Falcons. Look, I've said this every week so far. The Dolphins offense still doesn't have an identity. They still don't move the ball efficiently and effectively, and that worries me. I'm taking the Falcons offense over the Dolphins offense any day of the week. And both defenses don't look the best, so both teams are going to heavily rely on their offenses. I'm obviously going to take the Falcons offense in this affair here. I just think they're closer to having an identity than the Dolphins do, and they move the ball better, have more weapons. I think they'll take advantage of a Dolphins defense that is not playing all that great right now. I'll take the Falcons over the Dolphins. I'll take the Raiders over the Eagles. Now, I do think this will be a close game, just because I do like the way the Eagles offense has played, and I think they could feature Miles Sanders a bit more in this game, knowing when you give him the rock, as we saw in the Buccaneers game, he will make plays for you. But ultimately, I trust the Raiders defense to make more plays, and I like their offense versus this Eagles defense to really be two-dimensional in this game, be able to get some things through the air, get some things through the ground. I'll take the Raiders over the Eagles. Obviously, take the Cardinals over the Texans. They're just the better team. I'll take the Packers over the Washington football team. Their defense right now, the Washington football team's defense, has not been playing great at all. But the Packers defense also has been playing all that great, but I really don't trust the Washington football team's offense to be able to move the ball or score versus the Packers offense that's obviously one of the best in the league. So the Packers are going to be able to take advantage of a porous defense more than the Washington football team will be able to take advantage of a defense that's not all that great. So I'll take the Packers over the Washington football team. I'll take the Panthers over the Giants in this one. I just don't trust the Giants offense right now. They don't score a lot of points, and their defense is giving up a lot of points. They're just not playing complementary football, and they're not really getting anything going on either sides of the ball. I trust the Panthers to do that more, although they're vulnerable in some places on their team. I do trust them to move the ball more on offense, especially versus this Giants defense that hasn't looked the best. And this Panthers defense can make plays, and I think when you're playing a bit less of an opponent on offense versus the Giants offense, I think it'll make life easier on the defense. I'll take the Panthers over the Giants in this one. I'll take the Rams over the Lions. The Lions are also a team still trying to figure out their identity with a new quarterback in Jared Goff and a new head coach in Dan Campbell. Now, look, I think later in the year, knowing the Lions have come so close and win so far this year, they're always almost there. But you're playing a great team right here in the LA Rams. Matthew Stafford playing his old team in a revenge game. I just trust the Rams offense better, and their defense. The Lions offense really hasn't been scoring a lot of points. So look, the Rams defense, like them in this game. I'll take the Rams over the Lions in this game, mainly just because they're the better team. Bucs versus Bears. I think the Bucs defensive line and mainly their front seven will be able to get a lot of pressure on Justin Fields in this game. Hasn't been a bright spot for the Bears offense. Obviously, their offensive line has been one of the worst in the league this year, so that can make life difficult on Justin Fields. When we look at the Buccaneers, though, I think their offense isn't going to just have an easy day versus the Bears defense, because this is no slouch as a defense. So look, I do think the Bears could make some plays as a defense, but ultimately the Buccaneers are too good of an offense, and I think the Bears defense isn't all that great to just totally shut down or make enough effort for them to win this game to shut down the Bucs offense. I just don't expect the Bears offense to keep up with the Buccaneers offense in this one, especially because of what I think the Buccaneers defense will be able to do. So I'll take the Bucs over the Bears in this one. I'll take the Saints over the Seahawks. The Seahawks are not a team that is really having a great time with their quarterback situation right now. Geno Smith has not been put in the best situations right now, especially with his offensive line. He's also just not playing all that great right now. And the Saints defense, pretty good. It is a good defense with a good secondary and a pass rush that actually gets consistent pressure. So look, this is not going to be an easy week on the Seahawks offense. And the Seahawks defense, just atrocious. And I like the splash plays that the Saints offense is able to get. So I'll take the Saints over the Seahawks. And then we got our last game here, Colts versus 49ers. I think I'll take the Colts in this one. I just don't really trust the 49ers offense right now. This is a Colts defense that hasn't been the best in the league, but is able to do some things on the defensive side of the ball. But I do trust the Colts to really outmatch the 49ers and what both teams want to do, and that is run the ball. I think Jonathan Taylor could have another amazing game in this one. I do trust the Colts offense right now that is really searching to move the ball better and really combat what the 49ers offense is really able to do. I'll take the Colts over the 49ers in this one, everyone. These are my week 7 NFL game by game predictions. Tell me what you think of them in the comment section below. Other than that, this has been Malik Hicks, aka the Ranker, the Ultimate Sports TV, signing off. Peace out, and I'll see you on the other side.